Hopefully it'll go a little quicker. Last time it went very
I understand
long,
that progressing through this
but I think there's a lot of
mystery
tutorials
labyrinth
in a
will
sense.
allow us to obtain the truth.
No, I was complaining about it, but it's just like it was like dragged on in the sense of like kind of running through the same things. But all right.
But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Weird,
Oh,
but all right.
I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to
course,
how
it's
long you can
kinda-
stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul
I'm assuming
will
kind of
leave
like
your
similar to
body
the
behind.
trials.
Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Helara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Helara.
Oh, I'm supposed to be running. Oh my god, how long was I supposed to be doing that? God damn it. Great. Okay, at least it didn't make me run a very long distance. I don't know. That's fine. I'm assuming it's meant to be like a loading screen more than anything.
What's this?
Buffer
They
kind of
seem
thing.
to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
Just the interior seems to be a bit different. I mean, thematically.
See? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
Okay.
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Alright. Fourth locked
Are you
room.
going to the 4th locked room?
I don't like that, but sure. I guess what the game wants me to do. I don't know if I have to, but...
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene.
Mhm.
Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die. It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery!
Interesting way to go about it if you, like, kind of have to solve your way out of it, similar to The Killer, I guess.
Otherwise,
I'm assuming.
you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
That's obvious.
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that. Here! It has to be here! The culprits must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once
I was
down,
gonna say it
it
automatically
on
locks. I
its
thought it
own.
was more of just like a fault in the design where it just kind of shook it closed. But I
In
mean,
other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it
mean, whatever, either
automatically
way.
locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right. Let's try.
yeah, but don't shoot. Hey, is that? Yeah. The hell is your throw, bro?
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
It'd be kind of cool if we got to see like all
You
four of the
think
church
culprit
people.
really escaped from here? This high
But
up?
whatever. Let's see.
If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Hey, don't drag me down with you.
We can't leave a guest behind, Hallara. It would be downright unmannerly.
We go into our battle.
It's so simple.
Oh. Dealing with continuous attacks. Press the correct button when you think they have the correct answer. The mystery phantom throws at you. Attacks are going to keep coming, but be careful. You'll take damage if you... Okay, sure. Don't really know what that exactly means. I'm assuming it's just like a button press, like a quick
Yuma,
move.
the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and
Rope,
down.
yes. Probably the same rope they used to strangle the victim.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
Master, concentrate.
If the culprit used to do location. Rope or string or whatever. Oh.
No! I can't dodge it!
Wait, what am I supposed? I'm sorry. I hit the button. I'll try that again. I'm very confused. Hold on. Yeah. So did I hit Y? Because that was prop. They burned it.
Must be it!
Oh yeah, you do. You wait. Okay, you just hit it when it's there.
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
What traces? Not wet floor.
This is it!
Oh yeah, that's right. The dolls were used as.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks. on
That's
it.
right. That's what it was. Okay. Sorry, they're all blending together right now.
The culprit
but-
must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the window.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
What were the ropes? Safety line, rope ladder, belts? What? Oh, there's rope ladder? Is that correct? I'm assuming so.
Ow. We're alive, I think.
Oh yeah, it's showing it right now. Yeah, okay.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape. The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
Oh,
What
alright.
makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope,
I
which
guess,
they could
yeah.
easily pull down.
Alright.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. Me for training you!
Alright, welcome back.
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
Back!
That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
Master, boom! Kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah. These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Yes.
The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails.
Yeah.
In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
Oh.
And escaped via the rope ladder.
This is the truth!
There we go.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up.
I mean, not obviously definitive evidence, but for the game sense, yeah, it works. 'Cause
So
like,
it's
yeah, you can't
impossible
really...
for him to have committed the crime.
Not impossible.
He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
Well, that was a sell.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just...
I don't know why,
sure,
but
yeah.
it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
I mean, I was gonna say at the very least, them letting a killer go loose for 4 cases could make them look bad. I would say like that's like the
All
most,
the more reason to seize the truth.
I guess,
Let's go.
easiest thing to guess, or like at least maybe a small
Right.
fraction of it.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
Oh, okay.
You could have
Yeah.
told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara. So nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical.
I mean,
Quite impressive.
wild guess now, they could all be in on it. Who knows? They could all be working together in a sense, but that'd be weird, and I mean, it doesn't really solve the why. Like, why have a church of psychopaths, I guess? I don't know. Like, it doesn't need to be a why to be a serial killer, but
You're
whatever.
tooting your own horn.
I guess it is a little bit different design-wise, 'cause now we got church looking.
Hey, a treasure chest. Can I open it? Check it out. A new solution key.
Okay.
We're back to the original spot.
Okay.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Let's see.
Honestly, I was just gonna go in the order like that we did them in, so I'll go back to 1, which is the casino. It should be.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
You don't need to talk to me. That's cool though. That's when I get like the escape part. I'm kind of curious, but I guess I was thinking about it. It doesn't,
Did we get trapped inside a locked room again?
with the whole climbing thing and this vent, if that is the actual way to leave, then it would rule out the servant guy, because he's kind of huge, so.
Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we're starting with
This
this.
is where I used Halara's
I guess we're
fancy
doing
with
it
my
for all of them.
lessons for the first time.
Yeah.
Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so once again, I'm assuming it's got to be the vents. They did say somebody could technically fit through there, so once again, ruling out Mr. the Servant dude.
What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
And mainly because the nails used as somewhat of a makeshift ladder.
When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed.
Oh, that too, yeah, no. I keep forgetting about that little mild
Which means the culprit
point.
must have escaped from there.
Hi, again.
How ludicrous.
This one is a little
You're
weird.
saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Maybe far-fetched, but not possible.
Poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
You know what? I mean, I get it because Cole's golf course, but whatever. Is this another fight thing, or are we just gonna do sword battle? Oh, just a battle, alright. Okay.
How ludicrous.
I actually don't know which one it will be right now. I mean, both. Let's see what he says
They
first.
used the vent.
I mean, yeah.
That's utterly impossible.
You're utterly impossible.
Think of where that vent is. Isn't
It's
it
gonna be the corner,
pretty
yeah.
high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
There we go. Oh, shoot, wrong button. Wrong button.
I'll slash through this mystery.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward.
Mm-hmm.
The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent.
They have known how to get out of there,
Blades
because,
caused the nails to bend.
I mean, you'd have to guarantee the vent goes outside at some point. I mean, it obviously would, yeah, but I think if it... These vents aren't just like a straight shot like that.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
Okay.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must
Oh,
ask,
shoot.
is
Not
there
again.
no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is?
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway.
Yeah.
So, never mind. Just
Not
concentrate
the-
on solving the mystery.
Culprit? No.
Got it.
What is it? So they're all gonna be solution keys, I'm assuming we get.
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll? Oh, that's me! Alright! Another solution key!
Yeah, okay, Slenderville, that
Looks
is
like
what it
another
is.
clue leading us toward the culprit.
So that does leave us out of Mr. Big Man.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble.
I mean, I would just say the vent
And
size
given
alone.
the size
yeah.
of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up,
I mean,
Master!
really only one,
This
I'd
is
say.
all thanks to my training.
Say the other three still technically qualify. But
Alright, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms!
two, that was the mansion. Oh, thank you.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the second locked room?
Yeah, this is the one where they.
There are dolls
Drop the-
nailed
their
across the
body.
room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try. The door was locked when the corpse was found, and the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
So I actually don't know this one fully, but I mean, because I think that I'm trying to think like how this would work in my head, like mid stuff, but I guess I'll just.
Here.
I think it's the door. I think this one they were. I just don't know how I was able
This
to.
be the spot.
I just don't know how they were able to lock it from the
To
outside.
leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Yeah,
Try
that's
it.
the.
Everything must be verified.
Sure.
Unless you can lock it from the inside before closing it, that'd be weird. But I mean, it's.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
Uh huh.
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now.
Huh? Looks like we're locked out.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
I mean, thrown in?
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door.
Did they like do some sort of rig with the
And if
string where they
managed
could
to
just?
throw the key right under the
Oh, I
corpse
guess
from
that.
here.
And then they held it up. I mean, that'd be very, very fucking convenient. But yeah, they have his body up. I'm assuming that's what we're gonna have to say because like the top nails.
It stopped.
I mean, I guess it's just throwing it. I mean, I guess at the end of the... Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I guess at the end of the day, even if it didn't go under the body, let's say they missed, it doesn't really change anything because it would still be like, oh, how did that happen? But...
But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
obviously, it's
wrong,
just
a
more
trap would have activated.
convenient.
So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
It'd be more convenient for it to be under the body, and of
But
course,
there's more
game
to it
logic.
than
Obviously,
that.
it's just super
If
lucky.
you
I mean,
simply threw it in, it'd
don't
be
want to
impossible to
nitpick
position
that.
it under the corpse.
yeah, well,
I
the body
see.
was
So this is the vital clue for this locked room.
So
I'm
this
beginning
one where
to
the doll had the
understand what
hollow
happened
eyes, and there was like a string or something that was just or a more rope to just hold the dude's neck, or like top half up, while the bottom was fully nailed in.
Lara,
Obviously, the
have
nails
you
are meant for just
already
effect
solved
more
the
than
trick
actually
to this locked room?
killing.
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
I guess similar thing, would it be like kind of,
The way's completely blocked off.
how do you get the rope back out unless you like, I guess, just cut it and slowly slit it? And I mean, that might work if I'm trying to think about how this would work exactly, but
But the only things here...
trying to play it in my
block
head
our
before the game
progress
just
are
shows me, but
mysteries,
I'm gonna go with that theory because I'm 99.9% sure it's right.
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
Because you had an extra rope and that wasn't for the strangulation.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Uh-oh, the barrel. Okay. Well, if it's 4 letters, it's probably rope. String. Thing is, like, how would it hold in the doll's eyes? Like, I get the doll's not that strong, but holding up a body, even if it is the top half of an adult male, would be. 6 letters is not what I expect, actually, so... Is it string, I guess? Maybe... I can't remember if it was string or not. Maybe this is where I'm getting it mixed up again, so... let's try string, and if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong, huh? I'm not. Let's go. Okay. Thank you. Where is the I? Is that an I? Okay. There was like a non-zero chance that it was like a T, maybe. It was just kind of fancy. Okay. I was just confident I was going to use the word rope again, and then I'm like, lost my gourd. Up, 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 up. String is more possible too, so...
There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime.
And also, yeah, rope won't really fit through the doll's
sturdy and
eyes, so...
thin string like a fishing line must
Yeah,
have
that's
been used to
possible.
move the body.
Fishing lines are pretty damn sturdy. And easier to cut and get out of there, I
Tiny
think.
string could move a whole corpse.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor, which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time? Huh?
Okay.
The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is, because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
They're one of these battles, and like the aerial battle things or whatever. Oh no, just a normal one. Mobby. Alright.
Your deduction is wrong.
Nope, wrong button again.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Yes.
It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Hold on. The blood from the nails are in the... Oh, flowing it... Oh, that's what they said about the wounds. That actually would probably be
That's
this
an
one for that.
indisputable fact.
And then we can hit it. Yeah.
Right.
But
Then...
Okay,
Your
alright.
deduction is
Well,
wrong.
try not to just suck with dodging there, yikes.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
I'll slash through this mystery.
You're wrong! No, that's wrong! Alright.
No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline.
Yeah, there's a lot more
From
blood
the upper
pool on
body
the
looks
bottom,
like it
clearly.
flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
That was a sound again. Seth, you really like making really interesting sound effects, I will say. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, more Seth now.
What? What's this?
Ah, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Hey, wait!
I won't let you!
Alright, what position of the corpses before? Oh, what? I hit the joystick, but I didn't hit the button? I guess that counts as a move? Okay. Well. I like bumped it with my thumb a bit. Anyways, upper body sitting up. Goodbye.
That's right!
Okay.
The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
Alright, next one. What was used to sit the body upright? Like the thin string, yeah.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy.
Uh-huh.
It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
Why was the corpse lying on the back at the time of the stuff? Because the string was cut down. Or string was retrieved? Well, cut, probably. Okay, cut and retrieve, that's kind of... whatever. I mean, same name, like, you cut it and then retrieve it, but... I guess either... I mean, whatever. You didn't have to cut it, I guess. Alright.
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Okay. Let's string them up. Yeah, weird. Alright,
You
well,
gotta think like the culprit, Master.
locked room recreation.
What place is
Inspect items, a
suspicious?
sequence of events. Some of the items weren't used in the crime, so be careful. Sure.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Yeah. Okay, well, first up, corpse.
Maybe you got the order wrong.
What?
First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be easily retrieved later.
Oh, well, it's... Well, the vent first, that's where it starts.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent.
Yeah.
After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In
Or
terms
it's
of
the
sequence,
doll.
it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Okay, and then we go to the doll, because the line had to be, like, fed through.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye!
Yeah, there's some marks there, too.
And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
To now the corpse, okay.
Right.
So,
The line was then passed around
I
a
just was...
certain point
I
of the
was gonna go
corpse.
in reverse order, but
That
no, it's
was-
fine. I get it.
Under the neck.
Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Brought back to the entrance. That's my thought process with that.
Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the
Yeah.
corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
Leave?
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
Through the key.
Where's the key through? The door gap? There's no door gap. The culprit. Oh.
the key was thrown through the gap in the vent.
Alright. Yeah.
Oh.
If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then... the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
Anyone have a hobby of fishing?
The bloodstains.
Hold on. Come on. Let's find out. Let's find out. Here we are. Okay. Let's start with worshiper. Let's see. Uh-huh. Where's priest? There we go. Okay, none of nobody looks like they say they made their what's it called? Another one about like, oh, I like fishing. Yeah. All right, anyways.
Strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
I mean, anyone could buy fishing lines. Doesn't really have to be. That'd be kind of too obvious.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Does this give me any sort of lead? I don't know. I mean, it shows me how it was solved, I guess, to say that somebody on the outside could have done
Let's
it and did
solve the
do it.
rest.
Right.
Alright, whatever. Hey, it'll come together.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Okay, well, no, actually, no, that's... Okay. Because the key was on, like, I can't see right there, right? It's, or was it nailed to the painting? It was nailed down, so it was, like, clearly nailed during the thing. I have a thought it's kind of weird, but, once again, I think we're gonna just hit the door again, because... Is it possible?
From here, but
I guess I'm gonna look at this real quick here. Where is Mr. Okay, it was on the painting there. Okay. God, okay, that does make it weird. I'm kind of... Actually, I'm a little confused on this one. That's, but... Because the only other thing I could think of is like, okay, well, the culprit stole the key from the art gallery employee and then, like, was able to pickpocket him, steal the key, do all this with both keys, then slip it back in his pocket, and then you get him. I don't know, but he didn't mention anything like that. I feel like it's kind of...
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
no, that can't be right.
Something to do with the
It's
paintings.
impossible
I'm not
for
really...
anyone to squeeze through that window.
It's not
They
like
could've
the...
only gotten out through the door.
If it was like a thin window and wide enough, I could say you could maybe slide the painting through with the doll and stuff, and that
I'm
would have been
sure
fine.
the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Okay, maybe... Well, nobody went inside. The guy did say that, so that would... Well, they got, like, as far as, like, the paint can. Because I was gonna say maybe the worshiper kicked the paint down on purpose to, like, distract him while... I mean, that could still be, but, like, I genuinely don't... Okay.
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right?
Yep.
And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting.
Makes it seem like then it was only that other key that was used, but
So, it is a locked room mystery!
I mean-
Right? Oh, that's totally it.
that could be the thing. Is like this one was like an imitation one where the art gallery dude was the murderer instead. I don't know, but like it's kind of weird to have that here then,
I
and
see. I suppose you could
I don't
call it
know.
that.
because then there'd be two murderers then, unless
Hey,
he is
you,
it, but it clearly isn't
Can you
part
go
of the
check
suspect
outside
list.
of that
So.
window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
They're being
Yeah,
up the side of Keither.
You made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
I'm curious what it's trying. Oh. It's gonna put me out there. It's nice of them.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window.
Yeah, but it wouldn't
That
go
way,
on to
the key
the
would be found
nail.
inside.
The nail looked like it had to be. Well, the key had to be nailed through the like the hole there.
Well, how about that theory?
Is this the storage key?
Which means... this one's a freebie! I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Master! Hurry up and throw the key! Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
I'm so confused, but I'm gonna let it go. So I don't think they
That's
did. Yeah.
the right answer?
Okay.
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in.
Yeah.
The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master! You got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master! You have to recreate the culprit's locked room.
I'm actually kind of confused what they want me to start. Well, this painting. Let's maybe start with that.
All right, first, take the painting.
Yeah, and then you nail. Prop the. Oh. I'm gonna try that one.
Wait, it's too early for that step.
Oh.
There are other things you have to do. The key will be nailed to the painting at the end. But you must nail something.
So, nail the. Well, Nailed the doll to the painting.
The
Technically.
culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up
Yeah,
at a
'cause there's
certain
two of them.
location.
There's a window. Okay. They're like able to push it, I guess. So.
The painting was stood up facing the
Oh.
window. Now the part with the pierced
Okay.
doll is
I
right
didn't even think
next to
about
the
that.
window.
Okay.
After that,
They left?
then the culprit went outside.
Yeah.
The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Oh, yeah, just closing the window was enough to put it. Probably knock it over.
I can
Or,
see the
well,
painting and doll through the window,
I guess they need to.
but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Well, there's the other one, like its test area.
Ah, the culprit took the key and then
Nailed to the painting with the doll, or hung a stuck nail on the doll. Probably.
No.
Ah.
Think about the key wasn't just hanging on it.
Oh, wait. Did I read that wrong? Hung. Oh, duh. I thought it said hung a nail onto the stuck. Okay, no, nailed. Then it was nailed to the
the
painting. Yeah.
culprit nailed the key to the painting along with the doll from outside the window.
Okay.
Finally,
Just knock the painting towards the room.
push the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
Okay. And then that's why they maybe nailed that painting. It's just like a misdirection, being like, yeah, we nailed paintings all the time. Something, maybe? Like the other one, because I have that as like a solution key.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me? Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
How would you decide that?
Like this. I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate
guess.
truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Okay. Does that mean it's not part of the... Well, I don't know. There's still some...
That's
that one.
it for
It's
all
not... That
locked
one's all
rooms.
not done. We just did the locked part, yeah.
We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here?
Alright.
I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask. Who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Not sure where we're gonna go from there, but I guess we figured out how they're not all locked rooms. Oh, well. I guess this. Okay.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
I guess we're gonna start pointing fingers.
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit.
Do
To
we?
be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's guilty. My heart's
Uh,
pounding.
Who's the culprit? Figure out track. Okay.